watch the video. And subscribe.
When the Jewish leaders brought Jesus before Pilate in order to have Pilate to render a judgment of death for Jesus, Pilate knew that basically the only reason why they wanted him dead, for the most part, was because of envy. And so Pilate tried on several attempts to free Jesus. Now, one of the most grievous things that Pilate allowed to be done to Jesus was a scourging. But now, the reason Pilate did that, as the scriptures teach us, was that he was trying to get Jesus set free. But the thing that's interesting is this. After the scourging by the Roman soldiers, Pilate presented Jesus to the Jewish leaders who were trying to get him killed once again. And he said, "Behold the man." And that's what I want to talk about. What did Pilate mean when he said, "Behold the man"? What was going on? Did the Jews not know that this was Jesus, the one whom they had brought before Pilate in order to be condemned? Who on the very previous nights, the Jews themselves had abused Jesus. Did they not recognize Jesus? You have to understand what was going on. Once again, it was after the Roman scourging. So let's first do a comparison. The Jews also had a scourging. But now the Jewish scourging, they used a whip, and usually the whip would have either a wooden or a leather handle, and they would have straps of leather from that whip, usually kind of short straps. And they would only hit the criminal, the person, on the back 40 times. But the Jews stopped at 39, lest they go beyond 40 stripes. Okay? And they would only hit on the backside of the person. And the whole issue concerning this was, it was very survivable. It was very survivable. The Apostle Paul said that he suffered this type of a whipping from the Jews 5 times. So the point of the Jewish whipping was, even though it was very painful, it was very humane, and it was always survivable. But that was very different from the Roman scourging. Now, the Roman whip also made of either a wooden or a leather handle. But what the difference in the Roman whip was, in the strap, the leather strap that protruded from the whip. Now, in the strap of the Romans, they had bones and stones, metal, and sometimes broken glass. All of this was embedded in the strap, so that when the Roman soldier would hit you, it would strip the flesh from your bone. Strip the flesh off your body and the skin, and it would tear your skin apart. It was designed to inflict horrible damage and pain to the body. And also a difference in the Roman scourging. Remember, I told you that the Jews could only hit you 40 times. They would stop at 39. But the Romans, unlimited. The Roman soldier could hit you as many times as the governor or whoever told him to hit you, or whatever the decree was. So it was unlimited. All right. So, and also, too, a point to remember, the Jews, remember, would only hit on the backside. But the Roman soldier would hit in the face, in the chest, the arms, the legs, all over the body. So the point being is this: being hit an unlimited time anywhere on the body, and with this type of device, that Roman whip that takes flesh from your bone, when they finally got through with Jesus, that Roman soldier got through with Jesus, and Pilate had those soldiers bring Jesus back into the court to show Jesus to these Jewish leaders, Pilate had to say, "Behold the man." Why? Because Jesus was absolutely unrecognizable. You couldn't tell, when they got through with him, you couldn't even tell it was the same man anymore. Now we understand why he said, "This is the man you sent to me to be crucified." And Pilate was saying to them, "Look at him. Isn't this good enough? Does this not satisfy your desire for revenge against him?" Or whatever it is. Is this not good enough? But nevertheless, when they brought Jesus' ripped body to the Jews to present them, it was actually fulfilling the scripture as Isaiah said in chapter 52. He said these words concerning our Messiah and Lord. Just as many were astonished at you, my people, so his appearance, that is the appearance of the Messiah, was marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of man. Notice what he said. His appearance was marred, scarred, disfigured more than any man, and his form, his body, was torn, marred more than any other human being. That means the appearance of Jesus was absolutely unrecognizable. And all of this was done for us. What did the scriptures later on say? Same Isaiah. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised. Why? For our iniquities. And the chastisement of our peace was laid upon him. And by those stripes, behold the man, Pilate said, by those stripes we have been healed.
So have you subscribed? Why not? Subscribe now.